Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. If you're finding me for the very first time, please hit that like button and subscribe. Be very grateful if you can do that. So this is my review of She-Hulk. This is going to be a bit different. It's the first two episodes. I've watched the first two. I watched the first one last week, obviously, and I've just finished watching the second one. First of all, I'm enjoying it. For me, there's nothing wrong. There's little bits that I have a gripe with, but it's nothing too serious. For me, the thing I don't like is the CGI. I think the CGI is a bit off. Apart from that, the story is perfect. The characterization of She-Hulk from Tatiana, I think, is that her name? There's some good cameos. This is going to be a spoiler, so if you haven't watched any of it, go away, go watch it, or if you're not asked, then if you don't care, then carry on watching. So in the first one, we see she's driving along with Bruce, Hulk, and they end up having a crash. A spaceship comes out of nowhere. I think it's from Hulk Ragnarok. I forgot what it's called now. And they end up crashing, going down the hill, and they get injured. And we see how Jennifer gets her powers. Bruce's cut open, and his blood goes into Jennifer Lawrence, and she becomes She-Hulk. It's a bit different compared to the comic book, because as we know, if you read the comics very much, she gets her powers through a blood transfusion, but they've changed it. Why? It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Who cares? I think the girl who's playing it, is it again Tatiana? I think she plays a really good role, and as She-Hulk, and I'm enjoying this character. These first two episodes. Episode 1 for me is more of an origin story on how she got the powers and how to deal with the ramifications of getting those powers. The responsibility now is for her to do good, if she wasn't doing good before. At the end of season 1, there was one post-credit scene where they were having a laugh. In the first episode, they do the training montage. If you've seen in the trailers for this show, you'll have seen what they were doing. For me, it was fine. It was quite good. I found it rather funny. As I say, so far I'm enjoying this series. I've watched the first two. I'm getting into it. I'm intrigued to see where it goes. Episode 2, we've just had today. The end of episode 1, if you've seen that, she's in the court. She has to change into Hulk to fight some woman that comes into the courtroom. And that's where season 2, episode 2 carries on. And episode 2, she gets fired because she's in a court case, and the jury deemed that the jury is a bit too much influence about what she's done by saving their lives. So they scrapped the court case, got quashed or dismissed. So in this episode, she gets fired from her law firm because they didn't like the way she's done it, and then she ends up finding it difficult to try and find work because no one will hire her because of her issues becoming Hulk. And then she gets hired by the other law firm that she was fighting against in episode 1, and she ends up being she has to represent uh, Abomination, and she even says this is a conflict of interest because this guy tried to kill my cousin Bruce. Obviously, the management weren't really bothered; they just wanted to represent their company. So, in the episode, we see her phone up Bruce, not asking for his permission, but just telling him what she's doing. We see Tim Roth in the episode explaining how he got his powers, that he was an experiment for the US government. He didn't know what it was for, really. He just thought Bruce was a bad person, and it was the US government that lied to him, etc. I think the end of the show, she agrees to represent him because there's no conflict of interest. In the episode in this episode 2, when Jennifer Lawrence is talking to Hulk on the phone, he's sat in a spaceship and he's going off somewhere, which indicates to me we might get Hulk Wars or War of Hulks coming at some point in the future. Hopefully that'd be great if we do. What else? Oh yeah, there was a lot of funny moments in this one as well. I find the series quite funny, quite humorous, which is great. The supporting cast is doing a great job. There is one or two, I don't know, where you might roll your eyes to, but it's nothing sinister. I don't think it's that woke. I just think it's the sign of the times that, she's explaining what it's like to live as a woman in episode 1. We've all seen the memes on people complaining, but for me personally, it's nothing too much to complain about. I think people are just being silly and overthinking and crying about nothing over a fictional character. Why? We don't know. We'll never know. But for me, the series, I'm rather enjoying it. Obviously, at the end of episode 2, the lawyer says, well, before you take on this job, you may want to watch the news. And they see the news where Abomination has escaped from prison, or had escaped from prison, and is doing underground fighting. It's the scene from Shang-Chi, where Abomination is fighting Wong in Shang-Chi. But all in all, I can give this series an 8 out of 10 so far. The only issue I have with the MCU's Hulk is since Avengers Assembled, they've toned him down a bit. So I'm hoping at some point they give him the freedom to be a badass again. That's the only gripe I have with the MCU on the Hulk. I think Mark Ruffalo is a fantastic Hulk. He does a very good job with it. I think the girl that's doing the She-Hulk, I think she's fantastic. And I've been really, really enjoying this series so far. It's one of the better ones that we've had. I enjoyed Miss Marvel. Obviously, it's not it wasn't aimed at my age group, but I watched it. It was rather enjoyable. But as I say, I give this 8 out of 10. The comedy, we've not had much action yet. We've only had that fight scene in episode 1 between Hulk and Jennifer Lawrence, She-Hulk, which was quite funny actually. I thought the humour in it is rather good, and it's a really enjoyable series so far. Hopefully it continues to be enjoyable and it doesn't go off a cliff and start being a bit shy, like some series can be. But hopefully it won't. I'm really looking forward to episode 3. I've got it a weekly thing. For me, I wish Disney put them out all at once so you can binge watch it, but obviously they won't do that for obvious reasons. Well, anyway, that's my thoughts and review on the first 2 episodes of She-Hulk, which is now available on Disney+. Have you had a chance to watch it yet? If so, please let us know. Let us know in the comment section below what your thoughts of it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Is it your thing? Did you find it enjoyable, like I did, or are you one of these people that are crying about it? Who knows? Like I said, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. In the comment section down below. Hit that like button and subscribe. And until the next video, see you again soon. Bye for now.